Senator, before we get into the political side of this, let's talk about the people in your state and other rural states like yours. These cutbacks slow down the delivery of medicine, Social Security checks, things your constituents need to survive. Is that getting overlooked here?
Well, I don't, not by Montanans, it's not, I'll tell you that. I think folks in Montana understand that the Postal Service is a critical lifeline for our rural communities and folks who live in remote areas. And it's true, it's about voting, but it's also about folks being able to get their prescription drugs. It's about folks being able to get their parts and their packages on time in a timely manner. I mean, the Postal Service is something that is critical for rural America. And to watch this Postmaster General destroy the Postal Service under Trump's direction, and to watch Mitch McConnell do nothing to try to stop that. And by the way, or anybody in the Republican Senate caucus stop him other than just give lip service, is disgusting. I'm going to tell you that if these guys have their way, they will destroy the Postal Service. They'll do it because they don't want people to vote, which is bad enough. But in the process, it's going to hurt rural America in a big, big way, and hurt rural states like Montana in a big, big way. And that's why we've tried to point out to folks all around the state of Montana and the country that the Postal Service is important, and that we ought to make sure the Postal Service is around for this election and for a long time after this election. And to see what Postmaster DeJoy has done is absolutely disgusting, and certainly not the right direction this country needs to be going in.
Senator, it's more than just important, it's beloved. Pew Research did a survey in the spring. 91% of Americans approve of the Postal Service. So can you help me understand, what is this big hullabaloo, this demand to make the Postal Service profitable? Yeah, it would be great if they were, but it's very rare for government agencies to make money. Take the Department of Energy, the Department of Transportation, Department of Defense. They don't make any money. Why is there so much insistence for the Postal Service to?
Well, I don't know. I will tell you this, Stephanie. I think the Postal Service can become more financially sustainable, but you can't do it by cutting service. You can't do it by removing collection boxes. You can't do it by doing what the Trump administration has done to our Postal Service. It's going to drive it further in the hole, and they want to see it go away. The president has got a problem with mail-in ballots, which I think is unfortunate, because quite frankly, voter suppression is not what this country should be about. And then we get packages in the mail all the time. We get pharmaceuticals in the mail all the time. The president probably doesn't, so he doesn't really care. But the fact is those of us in rural America do. And when those prescription drugs run out, and the one you were counting on to be in the mail, that's always been there in the past, by the way, that no longer shows up, that's a real problem. And so I don't get what the end game here is, other than just destroy the Postal Service. And then once it's done, do it under the guise of fiscal conservatism. Look, this outfit has run up $1 trillion a year in debt. Put a little bit of money towards the Postal Service so rural America can catch a break. That's what I would say.
Well, you wrote a letter to the Postmaster General because some of the changes that have happened, including removing post office boxes, I know that's happened in your state. A, when you wrote him a letter, was it an email or a letter? Because if it was a letter, maybe he didn't receive it yet. And B, did he respond?
We wrote him a letter and there was no response. And I can tell you that's a good point. We'll make sure we follow up via email too. But the bottom line is, Stephanie, is that what they have done under the guise of voter suppression is ridiculous, because it's going to hurt areas of our state economically. It's going to hurt with quality of life right down the line. I'll give you an example. I've got a neighbor within a stone's throw away from where I live that called me up here a few weeks ago and said, I've always got my prescription drugs via the mail. I ordered them 2 weeks ago, plenty of time for it to get here. They've always come on time. Now they're not. And I think that this is exactly what's happening. It's important we get timely service. It's important we have good access. And quite frankly, this administration has done nothing. And I might add also that in the coronavirus package that Mitch McConnell put forward, there was nothing in it for the Postal Service. And I think that Speaker Pelosi bringing the House back is a good move. We need Republicans to step up in the Senate now to make sure that we can pass a bill that protects the post office. It's that important.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.